Hello, I'm Ramon and welcome back to All Skill RC. Here's another video on RC car racks. This is the Koswork 6-layer 1/10 and 1/8 scale car rack. Let's put it together and let's see what fits. So far, nice heavy solid materials. Lots of parts. I think it's channeled aluminum. I'll probably regret taking those out. They probably should have stayed in. Toss this to the side. And I need scissors. Just grab my Lexan scissors. They'll cut through this. I'm excited about all these racks because I'll be able to build more stuff and have stuff displayed versus keeping everything in boxes. I hate building stuff and keeping it in a box. It takes all the fun out of it. Living on a barrier island, you don't have a lot of places to run except for the beach, so a lot of the stuff I do get, every road here has a curb, so you're either whacking into a curb or whatever, so I don't run a lot of my stuff. I like to see it. So pretty much here's a single page instructions on how to build it, and you have some other products they make. They make RC cases and everything. It's pretty cool. I've never purchased anything from them before, so this is actually cool. Guess I should open up the rest of this stuff. Just to let you know, RC car racks are not cheap. This 6-layer rack is $145, but what kills you is the shipping on this. I got this from a company called Nick Hobbies, and I will put a link. I'll put a link in the description. I have no affiliation with them. I think it took about 10 days to get here, but I'll put a link in the description. So if you guys are interested, you guys can order it. Okay, let's separate these parts. These appear to be the feet. They have 3 holes on the side. Versus all the other arms have a L-shaped hole. So you can either prop them up or fold them down. All 4 of the channeled aluminum are the same, so you don't have to worry about mixing them up. They all have the same holes. I'm going to have to use my D-walt on this. It's too many screws. Oops. That shot across the room. Got it. What is that nut? Oh, there's these short ones. Don't go too nuts tightening. You don't want to squeeze these aluminum channels. Okay, that seems strong so far. I'll snug up everything later. But square caps on the bottom of the channel. I was probably supposed to put those on before I tightened anything. Word to the wise, put your square caps on the aluminum before you tighten anything, or you won't get them in. Alright, I'm going to leave these loose because we still have to slide the other arms down into the channels and everything else. But I got 2 of these to put together. Yippee! Now, they're not bad. I jumped ahead and did all the arms at one shot because I have 3 of them down. 2 and 3. Don't tighten any of this up yet. So that's looking promising, and that is half. So this is a 6-tier rack. It's going to have 3 more tiers. Don't tighten any of this up yet. Leave it loose because it's going to make your life a lot easier. It's going to be pretty tall. I got 2 washers. 4 washers that go on long bolts. On the bottom long bolts. It's kind of easy to miss. I just realized I had extra parts, so going back and putting them in. Sometimes you just don't have enough light. Somehow I dropped the washer. Must have been when I was wrestling around with this thing. Actually, I didn't drop a washer. I already put that one on. Bottom one I didn't put on. Got it. What the hell happened there? So the 6-layer or 6-tier Koswork RC rack is fully assembled. It's kind of a pain in the butt to assemble. There's 4 little washers. They go down here on the bottom on this inside plastic foot. It's kind of hard to see and easy to miss in directions, but it's there. If you read, that's where the washers go. So it's 6 tiers, and each level folds, but it doesn't need to fold. They didn't give you enough space in the levels, so if I want to raise the bottom one up, the one above it will be in the way. So if I was to lock the bottom shelf in place, I love when they show you videos because everything operates so smoothly, and I don't think I over tightened it. But once it's in place, it's good. But if you want to have the level above it folded, look, you can't. So you could only use it as a 6-tier, or you're going to be missing levels, or you could just build half of it and have a 3-tier. It's up to you, but you can't skip levels. It kind of won't work that way. See, if I want to raise this one up, that one's going to be. So you could either leave them out, or that's the only other way you can do. You can just unscrew them, which defeated the point of them being able to fold. It's kind of silly. But let's put all the levels out and let's see what this thing will hold. Now this one I bought from Nick's Hobbies, I believe it was. I'll put the link to it in the description if anybody's interested. It's $145. Shipping was kind of high on these. And what I thought was weird was A-Main sells the larger version of this. Is a 5 tier, but that one is for 1/7 scale cars. This one is for 1/10 and 1/8 scale cars. A-Main does not sell this one. And I'm wondering if it's because of the goofiness with the tiers. They fold, but you can't leave them closed. You can only use it as a 6 tier. So maybe that's why A-Main doesn't carry it. But I'll do a video on the A-Main one separate from this one. But it's a Koswork as well. And let's see what fits on here. The height isn't very high, so if we're looking at 1/8 scale cars, I don't think trucks are gonna fit. It's gonna have to be like my speedrun cars. This is just a pickup truck and it will not clear with all the levels out. And that's probably, and this is a 1/10 scale drag car. Now 1/10 scale drag cars are kind of big. They're about more or less like an 1/8 scale. This will not fit on this rack. So it'll fit 1/10 scale cars just fine. Standard 1/10 scale cars, Tamayas and stuff. It'll fit that just fine. But you're not going to fit any big trucks on here without moving some of these levels out. Nope. Can't fit a Super Baja Ray. I just actually put this back together. I had knocked out some teeth out the pinion gear, or one of the gear right next to the pinion gear. I knocked out half the teeth. So I just actually put this back together. Now look, it barely fits drag cars. So this is a No Prep 22S low seat drag car Camaro, and it barely fits. It'll fit, but it's tight. So honestly, I think this rack is better for standard 10 scales, not so much 8 scales. So you're gonna be able to fit Tamiya Kyoshos on this rack all day long, but you start getting into your 8 scales and it's gonna be a tight squeeze. Let's see this. All right, it'll fit 8 scale buggies just fine. Look at that. I got a bunch of them that I can stick on here. Now I'm not so disappointed. But now if you see the 8 scale buggies have a big spoiler in the back, more than likely you're gonna have to stagger them. You're gonna have to, the next one that would go up here, you'd have to spin it around so that way the tires aren't sitting on top of the spoiler or the wing, whatever you want to call it. But you don't get that much clearance on here. I got 2 of them, so I'm stuck using them. But I'll find something to go on them. But as you can see, it's not a whole lot of clearance. I was hoping it had a little bit more clearance. This is an 8 scale buggy. Here's a 10 scale buggy. Here's a Camaro 22S No Prep Camaro by Losi. The drag cars are big. Drag trucks will not fit. The roof is too tall. Cars, you could probably get on there. I tried the Arma Infraction. It doesn't fit. So this is honestly more of a 1/10 scale and maybe 1/8 scale buggies rack. This is a Hong Nor. These are speedrun cars. I haven't built this one yet, but let's see if he fits. I still have to paint, build, everything, but yeah, 1/8 scale road cars will fit this. But 1/8 scale road cars, buggies, 1/8 scale buggies, 22 no prep drag cars will fit as long as they're the cars. The trucks, the roofs are too tall, and 1/10 scale cars is pretty much what this rack will fit. It's definitely a sturdy rack. It's $145. You can fit taller things on there, but you're gonna have to skip levels. They fold, but they don't fold out the way of the rack below it. So it kind of defeats the purpose of folding. But $145 for the rack. It is well built. If you got 6 cars you need to stack, here you go. I'll put the link in the description. And come back so you can see the 1/7 scale rack made by Koswork as well, which is all metal, solid piece. It's sold on A-Main, where you get free shipping on it. And to me, it's probably the best deal out of them all. It's more expensive, but it's a tank, and it's fully adjustable, and it's really cool. So come back for the next episode so we can see 1/7 scale rack. That's my favorite of them all. That's a solid piece. I regret not buying 2 now. I thought this was going to work out for me a lot better. I can still get 12 cars on 2 racks, so that's not bad. And I could put them on my little
end tables here in my office, so it'll be fine. It'll serve the purpose. But I'm liking more the 1/7 skill rack. You guys will see. It's definitely better, especially when you got big cars. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time. Bye.